Hi, I'm Amy, Master Herbalist and Certified Naturopath, and today I'm going to talk to you about a common element, diarrhea. Diarrhea is really annoying. So let's tackle this. You can get diarrhea from different means. One would be a flu, cold flu type infection. The other can be food poisonings, but when you have it, it's not fun, and sometimes it's accompanied by throwing up as well, especially with little children. So, what you want to do is first, if there is an infection, you want to kill the infection. Okay, the one that's the best for any kind of flu viruses is LDM. This is the number one that I found over the 10 years that I've been doing this business, helping people with their health. So take the LDM to help kill whatever kind of virus there is. The other would be if it's food poisoning, you're still going to have some form of an infection, and it could be bacteria. So you could use, actually, tea tree oil is my choice for bacteria infection. I know there's a lot of people, they say you can't take it internally. Fine, that's their opinion. I take tea tree oil internally. I'm not going to say recommend it per se because it's not usually used internally, but it is a good one that I find that works well for any kind of bacterial infection. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about food. So that's the infection part. You do want to kill off the infection. When you have diarrhea, you're throwing up, then you don't want to eat. Okay, of course you can't eat, and you should wait. You should wait to eat until the diarrhea has stopped. And then you want to do very bland, easy to eat food like bananas, and sometimes yogurt is tolerated. Applesauce, the best kind of applesauce is if you grate it yourself. So you're going to take some apples, grate it, and then you let it out and let it get brown. So when these apples have brown, there's active properties in that help alleviate diarrhea, specifically diarrhea. The other you could have is raw goat milk is usually good, not cow milk. Carob is also good. It can help. So you can even make a carob smoothie with frozen bananas, carob powder, a little bit of raw goat milk, or just water if you want, and drink that. So you want to, first, when you start getting this feeling in your stomach and your stomach is hurting, then stop eating. Basically, the rule of thumb is if you have thrown up, you wait 24 hours before you resume eating. And when you resume eating, then you eat the easy to digest foods, bananas, applesauce, sometimes lettuce, rice, and oatmeal. Those would be, and raw goat milk. Those would be the easy to eat foods. Okay, now if you've had diarrhea, but you're not having much stomach pain, then depending on how you feel, you could eat a little bit, but you still want to just stay within those items that I mentioned. And some people like soda crackers, children, if they're really hungry and you decide you want to, you can give them soda crackers. Now, what you want to take that's going to be medicinal is slippery elm. So we've got two different types of slippery elm, one with licorice and one without, just plain. I think when you are throwing up or having diarrhea, you might just want to do the straight slippery elm. So you mix this in water, and then it'll turn sort of slimy and like a applesauce consistency, and then you eat it like that, just like a bowl of pudding. It doesn't taste too bad, and children usually tolerate it well. You can do it that way, or you can put it in water and then stir it up and drink it down. So, and children do tolerate it fine. The other thing would be use some peppermint oil just on the tongue to help calm things down. So you're not, as far as eating, you're not going to want to resume regular eating for at minimum 2 days. 3 would be better. So you would gradually, slowly resume eating. So as far as protein is the hardest for the body to digest. So you want to avoid the protein, the meats, cheese, things like that. You can have egg yolk, just the yolk, cooked, of course, but soft boiled is fine too, with a little bit of salt on it that tastes good. And egg yolk is very easy to digest, so that's why I recommend to start off that way instead of for the protein instead of eating meat right away. And then just the other things that I mentioned, the oats and so forth, are easy on the body to digest. Another herb that is good for diarrhea, specifically diarrhea, is cinnamon. So you could make a shake, with frozen bananas, cinnamon, carob, and that would be tasty for, children or for yourself, just to help as you're going through this and healing. But once again, don't be eating until you're not throwing up at all. You got to wait 24 hours.